I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is by cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. I will travel across the land, making them fight. And if one person showed up and then disappeared, they was like, "Boy, if you don't stop singing, I will travel across the land." What up, y'all? What up, y'all? If y'all in the chat, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. We're just doing a quick welcome for the next, let's say, 5 to 10 minutes, maybe. I'm gonna be just welcoming y'all into the fold of the Imagine Nation. I decided to change it because I like Imagine and then Nation. That shit kind of fly. You know what I mean? I don't know. I hit him with the, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, some dude doing stuff. Like button upon entry. That's what I'm talking about. My dude is always doing stuff. Man, you know what I mean? My dude is always doing stuff like, so now I got my streaming notes right here in front of me so I remember what I want to talk about. Also want to let y'all know I'm going to be working on a new thing that I don't know how often I'm going to be able to do it because it's going to take some time, but it's going to be called Rant-tastic. And I'm just going to do a video. It's not going to be a live video. Or maybe it'll be a live video. I don't know. But right now it's not necessarily going to be a live video. It's just about things that I want to rant about. And I'm just gonna go off about some things. Like one thing I want to talk about is your man Bear from Obsession, because what a hoe. Anyway, back to the chat. What up, Metal Mayhem? What's the word, player? How you doing? Jacob Bowser. It was a weird show. What was a weird show? Pokemon. Zom 2021. What up, bro? What up, bro? I'm good, man. I can't complain, bro. How you? Oh, we got Captain Dimitri. Cap Dimitri. Um, hey, you're live. Yeah, I go live every Sunday around this time. I try to go live every Sunday. At 7. Some dude doing stuff. The Imagine combination. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. That's exactly what it is. Zone 2021. Catching alive today. Bless. That's what's up. Also, speaking of Bless, I got 2 new singles out. Bless, which came out in June. Y'all should go run that up. And then I just dropped a single this month called Bad. You know, inspired by anime. And look, funny enough, we're talking about anime. You know what I'm saying? Because Pokemon is technically anime, right? So go check that out. Go stream that crazy. I need those streams up. The other thing I was gonna say is again a reminder: if you can offer something, if you could do super chats, that's extremely helpful for me as a creator. Whether it's $5 or $10, that's helpful. This live, I'm trying something new. It should have ads on it. But I think they'll be to the side. I think they've optimized it so it's not in the middle of the stream. So, all right. Let me get back to the comments. Some dude doing stuff says, KT the King. How are you, Zeus? I'm good, player. How are you? How are you doing? You believe that shit about a race bent? I mean, not a race bent. Gender bent Magneto. I think that shit is false. Marvel would not do that. Marvel would not do that. That's a way to tank the franchise because people are already gonna be outraged about it. They're not doing that. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, Casey the King sent me a post about how they were in the X-Men movie that they were gonna do a female Magneto. Metal Mayhem. The word is angry lettuce. That's a fact. Gary Tyndall. So imagine with your hoe ass. This is just a friendly reminder. Yeah, it's just a friendly reminder that y'all are peons, but not the imagination though. No, not the imagination. You're in the imagination. You're not a peon because in order to be in the imagination, you have to have a big imagination, which makes you not a peon because you're a big person because you have a big imagination, right? You know what I'm saying? You dream big, you become big. Yeah, like I put that together. KT the King 81 says, everyone hit the like button. Likes are free. On God, they are. Imagination is in the building. That's a fact. Okay. I'm gonna go through some of these, and I'm gonna jump into my thoughts. All right, what else we say in the chats? Casey the King said Pokemon are wild. That's a fact. Some dude doing stuff bad. That's what I'm talking about. Captain Dimitri, can we get a verse from Black and White Cookie Snatchers? Black and White Cookie Snatchers coming at you. I got to think about that one. I never wrote a verse for them yet. I wrote a verse for the other kid though. My come up quick, like overnight. I steal your bike like I stole your wife. That's on my Instagram, y'all. Gene Diggs Jr. 99911. Yo. You say, yo, what's bro? I think you mean what's up, bro. What up, Gene Diggs? I'm doing all right, man. I'm just in here talking shit. We about to get to the roast session, as KT the King usually says. I got my streaming notes in front of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go through a big thing rant or whatever I want to say, and then I'm gonna get into like by episode kinda, but not really by episode. Pokemon got all the action this week. Doodoo mode, Mandela blasting off again. That's a fact. Also, for anybody in the chat that suggested The Last Starfighter, that's what I've been watching today. I didn't finish it. I'm early on. I just finished. He just went into space with the bad CGI. So I'm working on that. Also, another new piece of content that I'm gonna be putting out every Saturday. Be ready for Physical Media Saturday, where I'll get a DVD or a Blu-ray, show y'all what it is, and then I'll do a speed run of the movie. So the movies that I've already saw Imagine might be in there, and I'll just do a speed run. But there's some movies that I haven't saw Imagine that you'll get the speed run before you get to saw Imagine. All right, so cool. The Howling who said that? KT, the Howling recap was fire. I love the Howling recap. That was a fun one to do. I ain't gonna lie. Murky, what? Murky Self 1917. Marvel better not do that. I don't think they're gonna do that. Gender bent Magneto was Polaris. Basically, that's why I think that what I think is happening is stuff is going around and it's coming back wrong. I'm like, I don't think they would do that. It's not necessary. Like it's not necessary. If Marvel gender swap Magneto is a rap before X-Men in the MCU, yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't like the swapping out of nowhere unless it for certain characters it makes it like who cares, right? So, but I think I low key just want new characters that are of color, that are women, that are Asian. Like I just want new characters. For minor characters, it doesn't really matter, but for big characters like Magneto, I think it's important that they are like how they always have been. In the comic Fantastic Four manga, Johnny Storm was gender swap. That doesn't. When did they do that? I mean, it is what it is. If Marvel, boom, boom, boom. KT the King said, please keep doing midweek live recaps. I'm gonna try. I don't know if I'm gonna get. I didn't get to the one from last week, so you might get this one this week. We'll see how fast I get through it. KT the King said, I said there's some quality 1980s horror and action movies in your IG DMs. I'm gonna check those out. Some dude doing stuff. I hope to see a Dragonfly Jones edits of stupid. Yo, that's such a great idea, bro. I'm finna do that for sure. Zom, Alex Rogan is the man. Who's Alex Rogan? You know I'm here for the roast all the time. KT King said, baggers, fire. Yo, I appreciate you, fam. Whoa, ad break. Hey, man. I had to add it in there. Don't be mad at me. I'm sorry, some dude doing stuff. I didn't mean to add it. They said, because I normally don't click to have the ads in, but it's an easier way for me to earn without having to do super chats. But I think what happened is I only clicked the ads because I was told through YouTube that they had a better way of doing the ads so that it doesn't stop the stream, that it'll show up on the side or some shit like that. But I guess that's not what happened. But it's all good. Y'all give me y'all after this live, y'all give me y'all feedback on it. I'll do a post about it. All right, so let's get into the nitty gritty of things. So we talk about Pokemon today, right? And I just had to say, bro. Wait, hold on. What the Metal Mayhem said? They tried that with X-Men. They changed it back to X-Men. I didn't even know that happened. All right. So we talking Pokemon, right? And what I don't understand is why everybody in the Pokemon world, all the parents don't have ACS cases. Like you really just gonna send your 10-year-olds out into the world's wild animals. It's probably predators, like human predators. You just go send them out into the Pokemon world to have animals attack each other with no health insurance. To me, that shit is kind of crazy, yo. Like it don't make no sense to make these animals fight. And then some of them animals is cute as hell. You telling me you gonna make Jigglypuff fight? You imagine somebody going up to Jigglypuff and be like, "Oh, you're so cute. You're such a cute little. Now go kill that Manticore or whatever the fuck. Now go kill Pikachu." That's crazy, bro. Damn, bro. Go up to Jigglypuff and tell him how cute he is and then make him kill Bulbasaur. That's crazy, yo. And then also, I looked up the ages of the characters. Brock is 15 years old. Why he dressed like an old ass man? Why he dressed like a parent? Your man had the dad fit on. Brock had the dad fit on. Brock did not give 15. He gave 43. He gave 35. Shit, wow, bro. Metal Man, they tried that with the X. Wait, let's go back up. Hold on. Oh, the last Starfighter is killed, but the NES game is hard as fuck. Metal Mayhem 2024 says the Pokemon world has the worst parents. How you gonna let your 10-year-old children travel a world full of monsters alone? It don't make no sense. And then also it's like I get it, good Pokemon trainers treat their Pokemons well, but I'm like, yo, these Pokemon really be attacking each other. And some of them be big as hell, setting each other on fire and shit. Your man Primeape was mad aggressive, bro. Primeape was on timing, but we gonna get the Primeape. Some dude doing stuff, bro. Ad break means you getting yours. No apology needed. Oh, thank you, bro. What he said? The ads do show up on the side. They mute you though. Oh, I didn't know that they was gonna mute me. I did not know that they was gonna mute me. Do you at least see me? I don't know. Whatever, man. I do what I got to do. If it ruins it too much, y'all let me know, and I'll take them off. Gene Diggs, yo, did you finish watching X-Men 97 season 2? I did. It was cool. The first season was better. It was a little all over the place, but I still liked it. That's just the age of adulthood in the Pokemon universe. The age of adulthood being 10 is wild. Somebody said to me early on the stream that what's the name of the doctor, the professor? He said Professor Oak sent Ash away so he could start smashing his moms. He was back. They say he was back in town dating Ash's moms. KT the King 81. Pokemon is why we had 1980s commercials asking it's 10 p.m. Do you know where the kids are? Yo, that's a fact, yo. Brock was 15 going on 38. That's a fact, bro. Old ass looking Brock. Metal Mayhem, that's because Brock had to take care of his 9 other siblings because of his deadbeat parents. He wasn't taking care of them. He was out in the world with Ash and Misty. How's he taking care of his siblings? What are they doing? Ash out there being thirsty as hell. Every chick he see, he worse than Sanji, bro. All right. So let me just look over my notes real quick. Yeah. This is what I wanted to say about all right, so first and foremost, I'm gonna read through these and I want to talk about Sabrina. Some dude doing stuff says 1999 was L. Cutie pie animals getting caught in the wild to go fight in a sanctioned tournament is crazy. Like candy from a windowless van. That's a fact. Lily First says, How did Ash go to school? I thought Brock was college age. I don't know what was going on. They didn't go to school. You didn't have to go to school. You went and fought Pokemon. I don't know, bro. I don't even know how long Ash was out there for. How Pokemon not catch a case like Michael Vick? That's a fact. Lily first said the ads don't show up on the side for me, but they put a few seconds behind, I think. Okay. They put me a few seconds behind. Yo, that ad shit is whack. Yo, the ad shit is whack. I'll take it off next time. You good, man. Gotta keep that AC back there running and all that. I bet mom is tapping Ash's. That's crazy. Not Mr. Mom tapping Ash's mom is wild, bro. That's technically like, that's crazy. Zom said Ash out there fro as fuck. KT the King said that one ghost Pokemon looked like the ninja from Super Mario Bros. 2. I gotta look that up. All right, one more. Metal Mayhem 2024 says Brock was a gym trainer. That's how he took care of his siblings. He left with Ash after his father came back. In the Japanese version, he meets up with his deadbeat mother too. Okay, got you. I was confused. All right, so we gotta talk about Sabrina, bro. What type of trainer is she? What type of? She's the only antagonist in the history of antagonists that I've seen lose to laughter. Bro laughed her out of her evil villainess. Bro showed up with the Steve-O, with the jokes, with making silly faces. And she was like, you know what? Y'all alright. You alright. You brought him in. I'm keeping him, though. And she kept him. I'm like, yo, he got that Pokemon fair and square. How you gonna keep the Pokemon that he got? Also, what the fuck type of telekinesis is that? I understand telekinesis can like alter things kinda and move things around, but she turned Misty and Brock into plushies. I'm like, yo, that's not telekinesis. That's reality warping. That's the nerd in me was like, that's not telekinesis. I'm like, what? They had us thinking this is telekinesis as a kid. Yo, the pops that teleported Ash out of the gym. I'm like, for two things. One thing, teleportation is not telekinesis. I don't care what nobody said. Teleportation is not telekinesis. I don't know how she got that power. That shit don't make no sense. Also, if she was so powerful, how was he able to teleport without her stopping him? She was that powerful. I don't know. I'm getting too. It's too headcanony right now. It's too headcanony, man. I can't. It's crazy, man. My man Haunter showed up like, yo, F all of that fighting shit, bro. I'm here to practice my shtick. I'm in the big city practicing my comedy. Haunter was out there practicing his comedy. He was practicing. He was on his Steve-O, Ashton Kutcher shit. He was like, yeah, I'm out here to make jokes and make people laugh. Fuck all that other shit. I ain't come here to fight. As a matter of fact, I learned how to make jokes so I could avoid fighting. That's what Haunter said, bro. All right, let me get back. I know I'm missing mad comments. Oh no, I'm not. The Pokemon universe had trash parents. What up, Ren Wilson? Zom 2021. Feral Ash is wild, literally. KT the King. How Pikachu shock people when they not seriously injured? I don't know, man. They was just surviving them electrical shocks. Some of them shits was crazy too. He hit him with that Pikachu and shocked the whole area. Bro shocked the whole area with that shit. All right, back down. Doodoo Mode 7370 says she was just a pure hater. Sabrina was on some bullshit, bro. It was like, yo, Sabrina was just on some bullshit. And she still got an answer for how she was able to do some of the stuff she was doing. Team Rocket Cat looked like a catfish. That's a fact. M. Malone is back in the building. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. The dad story made no sense because he said they were scared of her powers, but he obviously had powers of his own. That's a fact, yo. He's scared of her powers like he ain't have powers. She got the powers from you. Then he was like, oh, somebody made Sabrina laugh. So she laughs one time and all of a sudden now she's a good person. Yo, F Sabrina, bro. F Sabrina. She turned her moms into a plushie too. Sabrina was evil. Get Sabrina out of here. You know what Sabrina remind me of? Y'all remember, I don't know if y'all in the Twilight Zone or y'all know about old shows. But in the Twilight Zone, there's a character that he was like, I'll put you in the cornfields. He had like psychic abilities, and people in the town were scared of him because if they did something wrong, turn them into a creature and put them in the cornfields. That's what Sabrina felt like to me. And then also, back to my man Haunter, at least the ads are skippable. They are? Okay. Y'all trying something new, y'all. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Put him in. You know what I'm talking about, doodle mode. Anyway, so also we got to talk about my man Spooky Steve-O, aka Haunter. Right. First of all, it's funny to me. Ash was like, "Yo, you gonna help me defeat this girl, right?" Haunter like, "Yeah. All right, cool. I got you." He just go out goofing around, making faces. Making sure his comedy was up to par. And then also the funny shit, when you talk about, we look back at where he came from, the episode with the Ghost Trio. Yo, they was really in there on their Curly, Larry, and Moe shit, bro. Just practicing their routines. Saturday Night Unalive. That's what they was on, bro. They was in there getting their jokes together. They was like, oh, somebody coming through. They wasn't even on no like poltergeist shit. They was just like, yo, y'all gonna get these. We've been working on this bit for a while. They was all about bits and skits. They was not there to fight no over Pokemon or nothing. Bits and skits. That's all it was with them, bro. They was in there getting their shit off, yo. Metal Mayhem says, I knew you were gonna say that Twilight Zone episode. They actually made a sequel to that episode like 40 years later in the new Twilight Zone show. Word? What was dude doing? Was he older? Some dude doing stuff. What was the real advantage of Mewtwo being able to speak? Yeah, I don't know. But also, why the hell can Pokemon say their names but can't form full sentences? Somebody gotta explain that to me, because that's all the Pokemons did. They just said their names, but they was talking, but they were saying their names. But I'm like, if they can say their names, they should be able to say other people's names. But anyway, that's me going too deep into it. Lily First 32 says, yeah, they did a Twilight Zone follow up using the same actor as an adult. What was he doing? I want to know about that. Ooh, I gotta do an episode. I gotta do that now. I'm about to find that. I didn't know Billy Mummy came back. Billy Mummy is the actor, not the character. Yeah, that kid in the episode was Ron Howard, the famous actor. Well, I thought he was Billy Mummy. No, he wasn't. Pumpkin. I know it wasn't Bucket. It's Doodle Mode. It's not Ron Howard. It's Billy Mummy. That was the name of the actor. Lily First 32, he had a daughter with the same creepy powers as him. Was she bullying him like he used to bully people? Sabrina, Gary Tyndall says Sabrina reminds me of that baby guy from Batman the Animated. Oh, Baby Doll, you talk about Batman the Animated Series with Dummy. That's a ventriloquist. That's a fact. Sabrina was on that bullshit, bro. Sabrina was on that bullshit. What other episode did we do? The Primeape episode. Yo, I'm trying to figure out. Your man Mankey was mad aggressive for no reason. He was so angry. He was so aggressive that when Team Rocket tried to do their poetry, that shit made him so mad. He evolved into a Primeape. And one thing I don't like about the Primeape design, why he got shackles on his feet, on his ankles, and his wrists. I don't like that. That's a weird design. I don't know what that was about. It's a weird ass design. Yeah, he was on some bullshit, bro. I'd have threw him back to the wild, because ain't no way I'm going to let you out the Pokeball and you going to snuff me. Man punched Ash dead in the face at the end, after he was captured. That shit was wild, bro. Hold on. Let me go back up. Let me go back to the chat real quick before we talk about the hot ass episode. All right. Some dude doing stuff says the Pokemon are the same as I am Groot. That's a fact. Hold on. M. Milan said, I think it's the other way around. The humans in that world interpret the sounds the Pokemons make as their actual name, like calling dogs woofs. Oh, and cows moves. Oh, so that's not really what they're saying. So they're really like, hello, dear fellow. How are you, young chap? My name is Mankey. That's what they really saying in their head. Doodoo mode. That's not saying their names. That's their natural sounds, like a tiger roar or a dog barks. That sound became their name. Oh, okay. I will allow it. Oh, okay, I'll allow it. To me, it just sounds like their names. Like the motherfucker is a mime, and his name is Mr. Mime. Is that just a sound he made, or did he come up with that name? That should sound like something that a human classify. I don't know. That's just weird. Anyway, I like the Pokemon cartoon. I never played the Pokemon cards and stuff like that, but I like the cartoon. Um, some dude doing stuff says, "Wait, so is Groot really a Pokemon? He may be. He may be. There ain't nobody. Well, they making him fight too." Gary Tino said he don't like y'all. Y'all the oppressors. I agree with him. On God, yo, Bulbasaur Tubman. Bulbasaur Tubman. We gotta talk about my man Bulbasaur Tubman. Bulbasaur Tubman was in fucking with no Pokemon trainers, bro. Bulbasaur Tubman was like, yo, F all y'all, bro. Yeah, I see how y'all did my ancestors. Y'all had them fighting in arenas and putting them in cages called Pokeballs. Then you got the nerve to come over here and try and train me. The moment they was nice enough to him, he was like, you know what? You know what? Maybe I do like a little Pokeball cage. Maybe I wouldn't mind me a little Pokeball cage. Bum ass Bulbasaur Tubman. I thought Bulbasaur was really for the Pokemon. He was out for himself. He was only feeling that way because he felt like humans weren't good to him. Then when he realized that these humans were nice, then all of a sudden he was down with exploitation. I ain't like that. I think there was a chance she could turn good, but she ended up siding with her dad. Oh, this is in the Billy Mummy episode. All right. Gary Tyndall 2820 said, then you use Butterfree. He be rapping pimpish lyrics. Kendrick Lamar reference. Nah, I was actually thinking about Sugar Free, the rapper Sugar Free. From the West Coast. He raps like pimpish lyrics like that. Metal Mayhem. How many children do you think were murdered by an angry primate? I know, right? Angry primate? Mad children probably. Because he was, well, actually, they're cartoon children, so they be coming back to life. But he was out there bugging. Like, don't look him in the eye, then he just gonna chase you around. I'm like, yo, get these animals. Y'all gotta do something about them animals. And it was a bunch of them at the end. And Milan, I'll go a step further and say I don't actually believe Meowth when he says he can understand what Pokemon is saying. He's usually full of shit when talking about anything else. That is a good observation, Mike, because Meowth is full of shit. So how we know that he really be talking to the Pokemon? Also, remember when he got down with the Squirtle Squad? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirtles. The Squirtle Squad is maybe my favorite episode I've watched of that cartoon, bro. The Squirtle Squad was on bullshit. They had the shades on. My man had the spiky shades. He was the leader, but they all had the shady glasses on, yo. And they was ready to make content for their YouTube channel, bro. The Squirtle Squad they was pranking, doing what they wanted. They was thugging in that town. Ain't nobody said shit. You leave them alone. And they don't trust humans. They don't have no trainers. Fuck out of here. Big Squirtle Squad. Squirtle. Almost said Squirtle, bitch. Them Squirtles was on some shit. Gary Tino says sugar free from Pomona, so even better. Where's Pomona? I know that's in L.A. somewhere. Pomona Boulevard or something like that. Some dude doing stuff. Think about all the rappers that say their own name a million times as Pokemon. Fabulous. One of the first ones I said, I was like, Fabulous, bro. Fabulous used to say his name way too much when I was a kid. Doodle mode. If Jesse and James never died from their wounds, I don't think anything can die in the Pokemon universe. That's a fact. Because Jesse and James, first of all, get Jesse and James the fuck out of here. I'm sick of them. Every episode, bro. There ain't no other Pikachus in the world. What? Y'all tell me, because y'all probably know more than I do, because I've only watched certain episodes to write about them. And I haven't watched Pokemon. Like, I watched it when I was a kid, but I haven't watched it in a long time, except for, like, to do episodes. Was there a specific reason why the Team Rocket needed Pikachu? Because there had to be other Pikachus in the world. Was Pikachu that rare? Y'all couldn't find another Pikachu? That y'all had to kill? I don't understand that shit. Hold on. FFG, I'm not about to say that. It's just letters. If Primeape was putting kids on Gildens, well, I understand the shackles. Okay. And Gildens, I don't know what that is. Some dude doing stuff sugar free. I'd rather give you my bitch than let you breathe on my last bit of endo. That's some wild shit to say in a rap, bro. Pomona's in Los Angeles County. Okay. Squirtle Squad with some pranks. Yeah, Squirtle Squad was out there like, yo, bro. They had the release forms for their YouTube channel. They was in there doing content. Could you imagine the Squirtle Squad in town doing them interviews? You know, those street interviews. The Squirtle Squad is just in town doing the street interviews. Like, give me a spin. So are you single? But they just saying Squirtle, 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 Squirtle. That shit is bad funny to me. Maybe only me. Also, I don't like how your man's in a hot ass episode. I'm calling Charmander. I'm calling him hot ass. Anyway, in a hot ass episode, how bro gonna leave him out there because he was soft, like his title wasn't Pokemon Trainer. You are a trainer, sir. If he's soft, make him tough. That's the whole point. You're supposed to make them better. Why in the fuck is you leaving a Pokemon? Because he ain't tough yet. Make him tough. Ash came through, showed him how to get busy. He got busy for Ash in the squad. Now you want to be gang. Nah, get out of here, bro. That's why he got set on fire with his bum ass. Bum ass with that weird ass accent he had. I don't know if he's supposed to be Australian or what the fuck his accent was, bro. Get bro out of here, man. Stupid ass. When Ash first got Pikachu ain't want to do shit. Because I was watching the first episode. Pikachu was like, man, if you don't get the fuck out of here with that Pokeball, I'm not getting in that Pokeball. Pikachu was like, I ain't getting in that Pokeball, bro. Yeah, all right. Try that on somebody else. Pikachu was not having no Pokeball, bro. And then my thing is, if Pikachu ain't want to get in the Pokeball like that, why the other Pokemon wasn't like, wait a minute, how come Pikachu don't never got to get in the Pokeball if we do? I feel like it would have been a mutiny. Because if I'm Squirtle, I'm like, yo, I was just outside doing my thing. I was doing what I want. Same thing Bulbasaur. Yeah, I was outside doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? I was leader of the revolution. You know what I'm saying? I was a Black Panther Pokemon. Now I'm in this damn Pokeball. All because this kid came along and was nice to me for one time. But then Pikachu get to be out there on his shoulder and say, why can't I walk outside the Pokeball? Mutiny, bro. He'd lost all them Pokemon. Alright, I'm gonna get off this soon. Metal Mayhem 2024 says to Mike Malone 425, Meowth learned how to talk because he was in love with a female Persian. She turned him down and called him a walking, talking freak Meowth. He brokenheartedly translated this twice. Oh, really? I didn't even know that. You know everything, bro. You are the imagination's encyclopedia. All right, I went through all of the stuff that I wanted to talk about in terms of Pokemon. So I'm just gonna go through this chat a little bit and respond to what y'all talking about. Um, and then I think I'm gonna skedaddle. Um, KT the King said Squirtle Squad invented meta glasses. That's crazy. Squirtle Squad invented meta glasses is hilarious. Excuse me. Doodoo Mode 7370. They just wanted rare Pokemon and strong Pokemon, and Pikachu was unusually strong for his experience in battle. Okay, but he was getting his ass beat in a lot of them episodes. Um, Metal Mayhem 2024. Even Ash understood Pikachu after a while. Did he, or was he just going crazy because he was out on his own for too long? Squirtle always sounded super duper freaky to me, even in '99 to 2000. Squirtle as a name is hilarious, bro. Your man's name was Squirtle. Squirtle. Squirtle Squad is hilarious to this day. Some dude doing stuff. I was on a sugar-free kick a month or two ago. I love music. Oh, so yeah, okay, that makes sense. So you fucking with Baga, the new song, right? Okay. No matter how ratchet, funky, or just plain cool, music is yeah. I feel you on that. Emelon 425. In hindsight, if Pikachu did accept being put in a Pokeball, the Team Rocket storyline would have ended in the first episode. They're able to try and kidnap him because he's running around. That's a fact, because he outside. He outside on Ash's shoulder. He outside with the squad talking shit. He basically one of the gang, man. He just running around with them. I wonder if Pikachu was rude to the other Pokemon. They try to talk to me. He's like, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me, you Pokeball. You Pokeball trash. Pikachu was mad snobbish to the other Pokemon because he ain't have to go in the Pokeball like that. Gary Tyndall 2820. Yo, I just thought Ash. Hold on. I just thought Ash had the badasses on his Pokemon team. Squirtle was the leader of his crew. That's a fact. Bulbasaur was a freedom fighter. That's a fact. Charmander became a tough guy after a while. He was a tough guy because Primeape put the hands on him and he was like, F that, and set him on fire. Also, a reminder, if you can, hit the super chats. I don't care if it's $2 or $20 or $30. Whatever you can give is helpful. Thank you. Whatever you give is helpful. We also have ads on this stream today. So, again, y'all let me know. Y'all give me feedback on my page if y'all feel like y'all not with if you feel like the ads disrupt the lives too much. But you know what I mean, it does help. Well, we'll see if it helps. You know what I'm saying? Some dude doing stuff. Pikachu always rejected the prison of the Pokeball. Yeah, Pikachu was the real freedom fighter because he refused to go in that ball. He said, nah, B. Zom, how you liking Tokon? I'm fucking with it. My mains right now, I'm heavy with Ghost Rider. Because I got used to playing. You know how I got nice with Ghost Rider? Because I was fighting the champion on full power, and he was whooping my ass, and it was frustrating the shit out of me. And then I guess I just learned how to beat him with Ghost Rider. And then at learning how to beat him with Ghost Rider, I did kind of the character training, and then I kind of got an idea how you could use Ghost Rider. I'm still learning a lot of his combos, but he's actually dope. I fuck with Loki, Blade, and Green Goblin. Those are my favorite characters right now. Oh yeah, Captain America and Iron Man are dope too. But those 4 characters I just named are my favorite ones to use. Some dude doing stuff says bag. Hashtag Baga on God. Doodoo Mode 7370. He kept getting beat because Ash didn't understand properly using Pokemon elements in battle. Because he was 10 fucking years old. Why do we have a 10-year-old out here? Come on, bro. They're supposed to have a little league for them. Ash is supposed to be in the little league, bro. And let's not forget about bum ass Gary. Bum ass Gary is in none of these episodes. Also, no, let's get back to it. Let me talk about bum ass Professor Oak. Yo, why Ash call with his accomplishments? He happy because he got 4 badges. He gonna respond like, Gary got 5. What the fuck ask about Gary? You old hating ass hoe ass. Then you there with my Pokemon that I gave you. That I let bum ass Professor Oak. Can't stand him, bro. He really made Ash feel like shit. Cause he had 1 less Pokemon than the rest. Well, not one less badge than the rest of them. And he got a badge that nobody else got. Because I don't think anybody got the badge, the Sabrina badge, because nobody could beat Kadabra. And nobody can beat Kadabra. I was like, come on, man. I can't be serious. Metal Mayhem 2024. Ash never fought for Pikachu. All the ashes of the Pokemon lost and was thrown into a Pokeball. Okay. LP 7359 Pokemon. Yes, I don't judge you for this. You better not, because Pokemon is Pokemon. Ads finna get that shmoney. I guess man, if y'all cool with it, I'll keep it. The Pokemon incarceration rate is fucked. It's like all of them except Pikachu and Meow. Fuck Kanto. Oh, Kanto. Also, I couldn't even put. Also, hold on. Let me stop for a second. Mike Malone, appreciate you for the $25. Mike says Ash needs a gun like in Paw World because the adults in this world don't care about child safety. That's a fact. Give him a burner. Lily first. You got to do what you got to do. Yeah, I love y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Yeah, I fuck with y'all heavy. Mike once more. Late, but I'm here. What's up, y'all? What's up? Mike once more. I'm about to get off this live in a second. Because I got through the stuff I wanted to get through. Gary Tyndall, hey, what did I do? Wait, what? I'm confused with what that meant. Hey, what did I do? It's probably because I be doing all these videos and be forgetting jokes that I put in them. KT the King, 81. He putting pressure on Ash to boss up to get that 5th badge. Nah, man. Nah, bro. Yo, respect my accomplishment, bro. I'm 10 years old. I shouldn't even be out here. I'm 10 years old. I shouldn't even be out here. I got 4 badges, you know what I'm saying, off the strength. Then I got some Pokemon. You telling me about Gary bum ass with 30 Pokemon. But I bet you Gary got 30 Pokemon, but 25 of them Pokemon is trash and ain't leveled up like that. Know what I mean? Off the strength. Hold on. Black Guy Tonight. Just drop it in to remind all the guys. Leave a little dirt under your pillow for the dirt man. Yeah, I love that creator. He's hilarious. Some dude doing stuff. Professor was like that damn owl in Tootsie Roll commercial. That's a fact, yo. Can't stand him. Some bum ass Professor Hulk. Metal Mayhem, you going to trial to do Fantastic 14? What are you talking about? What new Fantastic 14? Oh, there's a way to do a Fantastic 14 in there, right? It's like Ghost Rider, Spider-Man, and somebody else. Wolverine and somebody else. I don't know. As long as Ghost Rider's on it, I'm good. Yeah, ads is the cost you pay to be a boss, G. All right, if we with it, we with it. Pizza fan. Mandela, can you please do a Soul Imagine video doing the E.T. movie? Please, man. You're the first person that ever asked me for E.T. As long as I've been doing this, I thought more people would have asked for E.T. Chat, what y'all feel about imagination? What y'all feel about an E.T. Soul Imagine? Avadney Chambers, 8. I don't know why there's an 8 there. Peace to all y'all. Support. That's a fact. It's fact. Ash 10 years old in these Pokemon streets with a headache. On God he is. LP. I see what this is. Ash was your avatar when you watched that show. You were Ash. No, I was inside the house. Mommy didn't let me go nowhere. until I was at least 13. I was not out no fucking outside Pokemon training. I know. That's what. Here's the thing. Did we see any black? Hold on. This is the last thing I'm gonna say. Did we see any black children trying to train Pokemon? Did we see? I could be wrong, but did we see any black 10-year-olds out there training Pokemon? Moms wasn't with it. Boy, you don't get your ass back in this fucking house. Before I beat your ass. Hell nah. I'm like, did we see any of them? Like, it might have been probably racism, but also unintentional. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it makes sense. Maybe it makes sense. Gary Tyndall 2820 said you was going off about Gary and was like, hey yo, the cartoon, not me. Just play along. That's a fact. Who's the fantastic? I'm about to get off this live, but let me just read these last couple of comments. Casey King said the Fantastic Four team with Grey Hulk, Wolverine, Ghost Rider, and Spider-Man. LP, Mike Malone says the LP. That might be it because I never go into the show I never got into the show as a kid since I didn't relate to Ash at all. Let's go. See, I only started watching Pokemon because it was so funny. I like Team Rocket and it was funny. But it was really more, my cousin used to watch Pokemon. I was like, this shit corny. And then it started coming on Saturday mornings. I was like, this is actually kind of funny. So I would watch it. I let it play because I thought it was funny. Gary Tyndall said, I'm with the ET, so imagine. Zom 2021 said, let's go. ET has Karen from the Howling in it as the mom. I love Karen from the Howling. She was fun back in them days. Jesus. Pokemon also go digital. They get transmitted from a Pokeball to a computer. ET would be dope. ET, okay, we good with ET. All right, I'm about to get off this live, son. Thank y'all for fucking with me. Hold on, real quick. Mike Malone says Brock is ethnically ambiguous, but no, I don't think I remember any black folks at all. Now that you mention it, I'm telling you why. Zoo, appreciate you for the $4.99. Metal Mayhem, last comment. There's a vampire movie that was done by the director of An American Werewolf in London. It's called Innocent Blood. Okay. I'm definitely gonna watch that because I'll fuck with him. Alright, y'all. Thank y'all for fucking with me. Imagination. Y'all are the highlights of my week. One of the highlights of my week. If y'all haven't yet, please stream my new single Baka. I need y'all to stream back. I need y'all to stream that. I don't care if put it on in the background while you're doing something and put it on repeat. But I need y'all to help stream that. Throw it on in the background. And I want to be petty sometimes. So that's, whatever. Anyway, so check me out on that. Next weekend, I'm in Baltimore. So I probably won't be doing a live next weekend because I am going to be... Oh, maybe I'll do the live from the event. Maybe I'll do an early live after I perform. We'll see. But with that, it'll be early. But with that being said, if you're in the DMV area next weekend, I'm doing the Hippocon. And it's gonna be pretty dope. So y'all should pull up and fuck with me. I'm gonna be performing on Sunday and I'm gonna be selling merch and chilling on Saturday. So with that being said, I'm out. Peace.